We are live. We are live. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I am so excited to be bringing you guys another book launch today. Another book launch. So, my name is Angela M. Mitchell, and I am the Director of Marketing here at Victoria Press. And today we are launching another book. Y'all know I love to come on here and do book launches, and it's a celebration today. So, what I want you guys to do is bring a friend, right? Pull up a seat, have some fun with us, and join this conversation. Share the broadcast. And of course, we want you to download. So today we are launching the book A Rose in the Concrete with Miss C. Marie, aka Nella McGaw. And this is it, y'all. This is it. I'm so excited. If you are joining me for the first time, I cannot see you in the comments. So make sure you put your name if you're joining me from the Facebook group. Put your name in the comments so I can know who it is. And we are going to get into it. I'm going to bring the guest, the woman of the hour, on up here. And that's it. So let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. So, coming to the stage, I love to say coming to the stage, we have Miss C. Marie, author C. Marie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's launch day, girl. It's launch day.
Yay.
Are you excited?
Excited, anxious, all of the above. Just a whole bunch of emotions that I couldn't even know run all at the same time.
Of course, of course. This is an exciting day. Man, this is your book launch, right? So,
Yay.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Before we even get into it, could you just, introduce yourself? Let the people know who you are and what we're here for, what you do.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nella McGaw, C. Marie. I am here to launch a book that I was kind of shoved into launching, if I'm going to be perfectly honest with everybody. Because I'm an intensely private person. So to be on Facebook, to be live, to be sharing some of the things that help me get through difficult times
Yeah,
is a little scary. However, I believe that my experience might be able to help someone get through their experience and get to that next level, whatever that next level is for them.
absolutely. And I'm just glad that you took it. You took the challenge. You said you were kind of pushed into this thing. So I'm glad
Yeah.
that you accepted the challenge. I'm glad that you chose me to host your book launch, and I'm pretty excited about it. So we're not gonna be nervous, girl. We're gonna get into this conversation and we're gonna talk about this amazing book. So tell us just a little bit about it and what inspired you to even write this book.
The book is about, so just over the course of many years, just going through different situations and looking at those situations and thinking, this is not how this is supposed to be,
Right.
and just holding on to that belief, even though I didn't see that, even though I didn't see examples of what I thought it should be. And just when I was going through some difficult times, coming up with quotes, coming up with poems that kind of helped me get through that journey.
Mhm,
And as I was
mhm.
telling family and friends, and the first thing, you just don't tell people what you're thinking.
Yeah.
But as I was telling
Mhm.
family and friends, it was also, you should write a book, you should write a book, you should write a book. And so here I am. I wrote
I
a
love
book.
it. And again, I'm glad, that you took the challenge. We got some people in the comment section. We got people saying hello from Guam. Wow.
Yeah. Hi,
Congrats.
Devine.
Yeah, right. Kiwi
Hmm.
said congrats. Like, I'm gonna
Thank
just start
you.
putting some of them up here. Look, yay, Helen. Who is Helen? Helen said congrats. So people
Oh,
are excited, right? People
thank
are
you.
excited. So I want y'all to put this link in here. So I want y'all to take this excitement. Take this excitement and get your copy. I'm putting the link in. You're gonna head over to Amazon, download your copy for $2.99, and then come on back up over here and celebrate with us, right? So I got the link in the comments. We
Mhm.
got a proud daughter in the comments. Everyone is so excited and proud, about you in this book. So, what was the most challenging part of the writing process for
Me,
you?
me.
You, yeah.
I was the most. challenging part, because some of the quotes that are in the book I wrote years and years ago. Some of them are even 10 years, maybe more. And when I wrote these quotes, I was going through something at the time and
Yeah.
just trying to, overcome what I was going through, trying to kind of self motivate myself. And even though I was going through, I was like, this is not gonna last. This is
Right.
not how it's supposed to be. There is joy and sunshine on the other side, because God did not create me to live like this, and to not thrive, and to be happy, and to just love life, love family, love friends. So that was the beginning of the journey. And like I said, being a private person, even though these thoughts were there, just
Yeah.
what I was going through and the vulnerability that I was going through when I wrote them, just makes it just a little bit more. I don't know any other word to use. Maybe difficult in sharing,
Yeah. Yeah.
because you always seem as a strong person and a happy person, and to keep your family and your friends upbeat, and have these words of wisdom when they're going through things. But then when you're
Absolutely.
kind of going through it yourself, you just kind of want to go into a shell and just let everybody think that life is always good, and sometimes it's not, and sometimes you have to go through those things to learn and grow, and also to be a testimony and to help someone else get to
Yeah.
that level as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if you don't share, how are people your story or your thoughts and your
Mhm.
experiences and those challenges are of course meant to help someone else, right?
Right.
So I'm glad that you took that challenge and that you decided to share. I know it's scary. It's scary, man. I know it's scary. I know it is, and writing a book is scary. And just, being able to put those thoughts to paper.
Hmm.
Um, I'm sure it is really a scary thing. So now that it's out in the world and you're done with the process, you know what I mean? What emotions outside of a little nerves are you experiencing for this special day, and how are you feeling that it's out here
Excited and anxious. Excited because I didn't allow, the what ifs to stop me from doing that. And I've done that, quite a bit in life. Well, what if people don't like it? What if
now?
what if this? And just the thought of the number of books that are already out there, that are already written. And it's like, well, what can I contribute, or what can I
Hmm.
say, that's gonna help someone
Yeah.
get to that next level. And as I was, talking to family and friends, I'm gonna shout out my cousin Renita, who pushed me into this.
Hey,
And I was
Renita,
actually trying to get her. I said, "You
to
can
come
do
on
this
up
for me."
on here with
Yeah,
us.
and then my oldest daughter, who is my mini me, I was trying to get her to do it. I said, "People won't know we look alike. You just get in there, you just go get you a lock wig, put on some glasses, and they won't know the difference."
Well, I'm glad you ain't do that. But would I have known the difference? I don't know, right?
You wouldn't have known, especially my daughter had gotten up here. You wouldn't have known the difference.
That's too funny. Like I said, I know it's a nerve wracking process, man. But you made it this far. You know what I mean? You toughed it out. You made it
Yeah,
this far, and you now got this book out
yeah,
here
yeah,
for the people that you needed to get
yeah.
it into.
Y- y-
So, how did you connect with Victoria Shoe Press? How did you do that? How did that happen?
So what y'all need to get used to is the name Renita, because here it is, Renita. Call me one day and say, "Hey, you need to write a book." And so she was talking, and Charlie Brown's teacher, wah 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 wah, because I didn't hear anything she said after that. But by the
Right,
time she got done, you know what I said? Okay. And she was like, "Hey, Victoria's You Press." She was telling me about Joan and just some of the experiences she had, when she was writing her book. And I'm looking at her as like, I have never heard of this person. I have
right,
never heard of this company. So, was this some fly by night? Is this somebody that I'm gonna send my stuff to? And next thing I know, it's gonna be written under somebody else's name. But just
right,
that
right, right.
initial contact, because I went through a couple of some of the courses, that Victorious You offered, and just
Mhm.
being in that space on a Zoom call. And Joan T. Randall has this anointing on her that when I was in that room and I was talking to her and she was like going through, some of the processes, and just to see the compassion and the passion that she had for what she does, that just kind of made it a lot easier. So
Yeah.
just, I'm all about, if I'm going to go through something, what is the experience like? Is it something I'm going to and it's going to be difficult and it's just going to be obstacles in the way from here, from there, which then tells me, this isn't ordained by God, because it's not supposed to be hard. And so when I
Right.
decided to do this, had that initial meeting, signed that contract, and when I tell you, I lost everything. I had no thoughts. Writer's block set in. I
Yeah.
went through, she's contacting me. Hey, come on, we need that manuscript. Come on, come
Let's
on,
go.
come on.
Let's
And
go.
I'm just
Let's
like, yeah. And so just so much time had passed. I'm like, you know what? I spent this money
go.
and it's
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I started this process and that's okay. If I don't finish it, that's okay. She reached out to me and was like, I need for you to do this.
Yeah.
You have something to say. You have something that other people need to hear. And between that and it was later toward the end of last year, my oldest grandson, Alex, was going through a situation, and it was a situation that I had been through.
Yes.
And it just took, knocked a pause in me, because I'm like, okay, granted, he is my grandson, granted, DNA is there. But for him to be going through a similar experience that I went through, close to when I was his age, maybe a little bit older, and to see that he took that same situation and handled it different,
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
what I did. And so that just kind of made me also, how I raised my children and some of the things that I taught them. It just kind of went full circle that, you know, I may not have gotten everything right, but I did this one thing
But
right
you got
because my
something
grandson is not making the same mistake that I
right.
made. So once I had that conversation with my daughter, had that conversation with my grandson, it's like all the thoughts rushed back in. And I literally finished the book in probably about a week.
That
So,
means you buckled on down and
mhm,
got into it, right? And
yes,
like you said, you took the you out of it,
yes,
right?
yes, yes, yes.
You took the you out of it. Wait a minute, Renita said, "This is Renita. You had to be invited, and is there a special link?" Oh, we about to bring you on, Renita. Check your text. I'm about to text you right now, girl, so you can get on up here with us.
Y'all remember this face. Remember the face that you're about to see.
Remember, I am
Yes.
doing it right now. Yes, I am. I'm bringing up Miss Our Girl because I love Renita too. So I'm bringing her on to the stage in just a minute. So Renita, I'm about to send you this link. Check your text in a minute. Listen, y'all, we really getting into it on here.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
we are launching the book. Tell us the name of your book again, please.
The book is, oh, you asked me the name of the book and it just went cleared out of my head. It's A Rose in Concrete, blooming from the curse of silence. And that kind of stems from, growing up and not having necessarily that avenue to be able to share my thoughts, share my feelings, share my fears,
Yeah,
with those that were around me, and taking that experience. And when I was 12 years old, I'll never forget this. There were certain things that were going on, and I said, if I ever have kids, they're not going to go through this. They're going
exactly.
to know that no matter what's going on, no matter what they're going through, that I'm going to be there for them, that they can come and talk to me, about anything. So shout out to Shantae, shout out to Christopher, and shout out to Mercedes, better known
Absolutely.
as Baby Girl, Sunshine, and Munchkin. That's what I call my children. Um, and so just to see as they grew up and became adults, and just when they're going through their teenage years and they were, coming and talking to me and telling me different
Yeah,
things. And I
yeah.
hope none of their friends are watching, because it was, they were so open with me that they were telling me what their friends were doing.
Oh.
And and so I used to joke to them and say, I think we need to reevaluate, the communication that we have. And they were like, but mom,
Yes.
you told me that you can come, we can come and talk to you about anything. And the fact that they do, even as adults, still come and talk to me and share their fears and call for advice, that warmed my heart. And so to be able to take something maybe that was a generational curse and something that I didn't have as a child, and to be able to instill that in my children, to break curses, and then they can then take that next generation and
Yeah.
maybe some curse that they had, build upon breaking generational curses.
Yeah. And that's important.
Hmm.
And I think those generational curses, of course, are sometimes what keep us scared. We
Hmm.
keep that fear and that grip of fear on us.
Right.
And I think it's amazing. A lot of times adult children don't have that outlet. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I think that's amazing, and I think it's important and I think it's great that they have that
Yeah.
relationship with. And guess who we got in the background? I'm
So
gonna
my
bring
cousin is coming on.
your
So
cousin
it was
up
really nice talking
into
with
it.
y'all. I am out of here. No, I'm just kidding.
You ain't going nowhere. We all gonna be up on here. Renita. She might actually be frozen. So we
Okay.
you and I are gonna continue to talk. She's getting she's loading up here. I think she's loading up.
Okay.
So wait a minute, let me take her back out, y'all. We be having technical difficulties, but
That's
it's
okay.
okay.
We're gonna
That's
make
all.
this thing work.
That's it. We're gonna make it work. And so again, I am talking to C. Marie, aka author Carnella McGaw, about her new book, A Rose in the Concrete. And it is a devotional, correct? A devotional slash journal, and it's
Hmm.
taking you on a bit of a journey, I would
Hmm.
imagine.
Hmm.
Um, and so I want, just in your opinion, who do you think like this would resonate with most? Who do you think can get really the most from this book? Now, Renita dropped off back here in the background, but we're gonna wait for her to come back. So
Okay.
we're waiting for her. You can go ahead. Who do you think?
I think anybody that's in that space of thinking that maybe they don't deserve happiness, maybe um, they're in a situation or in a family environment or some type of dynamic where
Mhm.
they think different than maybe the rest of the family, and then thinking, okay, well, maybe there's something wrong with the way I think, maybe there's something wrong with the way I move.
Yeah,
And there isn't. God created you who you are. You're unique, um, and you deserve some happiness. And so, just to look at some of these quotes and see some of the things that I went through, and maybe taking one of those quotes and say, oh, yeah, I remember I was in a similar situation. Okay, well,
yeah,
maybe, we were thinking along the same lines, or maybe, what I was thinking wasn't right, or hey, I didn't consider this, so maybe I should consider this. It's a book that I hope users will read and reflect on, and then come up with whatever is going to help them get to that next level. This is just like just a little nugget to get you
yeah.
to, okay, all right, I'm on the right track. Or, oh, okay, if she said this, what about this? So maybe I'm gonna go down this path. Maybe I'm
Right.
gonna think this way. But the fact that you might think different, you might feel different, doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you wrong. It makes you uniquely you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's right. Well, our girl is in the back. She came back. So I'm going to
Okay,
bring her on up here with us. This is a celebration, y'all. Please, please, please download your copy.
download.
Sheila said she just got hers. So y'all
Yay!
keep it going, man. Keep it going. Download your book. And who do we have here?
Hey, Carol.
Hey everybody.
Hey, Renita. Thank
That's
you
my
for
that's that's
joining
my
us.
cousin right there.
She's
That's
bringing
my
up
I'm
cousin.
the cousin.
I'm the cousin. Yes, yes.
yeah. So you got to join this conversation. What do you think, about this book launch, about this book, and this opportunity for your cousin?
I am so godly proud of my cousin because little does she know she is my shero.
Mm.
And we have conversations, just those deep cousin conversations, and I can definitely tell you she has motivated me. She was the one that motivated me to actually step into writing my own, because I
Mm,
was watching her, as she evolved, as who,
right.
and I thought, if Carnella can go through all of this and do this and do that, and she can come out with this I don't even know what it's called, but she comes out with this grace
Mm-hmm.
that just
Mm-hmm.
really resonated with me. And I said, you know what, if my cousin can do this, we from the same cloth,
That's right.
I can do this too. And so me pushing myself, and yeah, like she said, yeah, I called her and said, you know what, I'm dragging you with me. And so that's how she got here. Or I was, and the fact that I'm just a small piece of that
Yeah.
is wonderful, is wonderful. I am truly proud of her. I really am. I am
Oh, thank
truly
you.
proud of her.
Thank you,
Yes,
cuz.
yes, yes, yes. That's my cousin, y'all.
And
That's
so if
my
I'm putting
cousin.
her on blast, I got to put other people on blast. My hairstylist, I'm the my makeup person. As I was telling them, hey y'all, I'm thinking about writing a book. Oh, what is the book about? Oh, it's about this, it's about that, and they were kept saying, you need to write a book. And I have, a person that from day one, since the day that I met him, has just been completely genuine and just very, very supportive. When I, told him, I want to write this book, and he's like,
Right.
you need to write a book. And so just for me, telling those few people, and also Sheila says she just got her book. So just from that small group of people, and of course my daughters, just constantly saying, you need to write a book, you need to write a book, and just the they were excited, and just the confidence that they had in me, and
Yeah.
me also thinking back, based on the experiences that I went through, shaping me into who I am now, evolving into and who I'm becoming. Just I know that from experience and everything, that those people were brought into my life at the right time, at the right moment, and they are like some of the best and closest friends, that
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
So I wish I had more room to get all of them on here so we can put them all on blast.
I know that's right. But you know what? Wait a minute. Michelle Rodriguez said you are a wonderful writer. I still have poems that you wrote years ago.
Oh, thank you, Michelle.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been sharing, sharing here and there. It was like certain people. Okay, we built up a rapport. Okay, yeah, I trust this person. So let me share my thoughts with you, and just the feedback that I received from them,
Yeah.
um, helped as well. So to be perfectly honest, I have been writing a book long before Oprah was on. When she had her book club, I was supposed to be on that book club with a book. So I don't know how many years back that goes,
Yeah. Yeah.
that I was going to
Yeah.
write a book, but just like I said, it wasn't the right time, because the people that are in my life now that actually pushed and, helped me to get there weren't there at the time.
Yeah. Yeah. And that actually answered my question. I was going to actually ask, how has the support of your family and your friends, you know what I mean, or your
Mm.
community, how has that contributed, of course, to the success of this launch? And it's so important to
Mm.
have your family, right,
It
and to
is.
have your friends,
Mhm.
and the fact that you have your cousin that came on up out of the comments, you know what I mean, to come on up here
Mhm.
and support you. And I just think that's awesome. I
It
do. I
is.
think
It
that's
is.
awesome, and I think it's amazing. It what about like maybe a memorable moment or experience that influenced your writing? You know what I mean,
Uh,
or played a significant role in the developing of this book. You said you've been writing for a while. You know
yeah,
what
I
I mean?
have. I have. Probably like, I think this is one of the quotes in the book. The person that taught me how to be comfortable in my skin didn't tell me that's what I should be. They just
Yeah,
were in theirs. I was
yeah,
having a conversation with a friend, and this was at the time I was, going through divorce, and I'm just sitting up there boohooing and crying, and woe is me, and life isn't
mm-hmm,
fair, and no one
mm-hmm,
cares,
mm-hmm.
and whatever else I was saying at that time. And
Right.
they were listening, and offering, words of courage and words of wisdom. And they got up and they walked into another room. And so as they got up, and I'm watching this person, and I was like, oh my gosh, look at this person. They're walking across this room, with confidence. They're walking across this room with grace. They are walking across this room, and they are just confident in their who they are and in their skin. And I said, I want to be that.
Yeah.
I don't want to, continue to, like, out in public be like, hey, everything's good and life is good, and I'm good, and but on the inside, it's just this constant turmoil. And so just them getting up and walking into another room helped me want to do that myself. And so
Mhm.
then began work of just, okay, this is what I need to do. These are the things I need to say. And some of the darkest times and the darkest hours, these quotes would come to me and I would just write them down. I would wake up in the middle of the night and I would just like be scrambling for paper and pencil and I would write it down, then
Yeah.
go back to sleep, wake up the next day, kind of read what I wrote, and said, okay, so I can look at this quote, I can look at that quote, I can look at this and I can look at that. I think another thing was, I started therapy. Shout out to therapy, best thing that ever happened to
Yeah.
me. I don't
Yeah.
know if my therapist is on here. Her name is Susan. In one of our sessions, she said, you deserve some happiness.
Absolutely.
Never thought about that because I was one of those persons. I'm the supporting cast. You're supposed to be
Yeah.
happy. I'm gonna
Yeah.
lift you up. I'm gonna do what I need to do so you can get what you need to get, go where you need to go. Never ever, thinking about myself and the fact that that I needed to be happy because I'm the tail end of that baby boomer. So it's like family is first, husbands are
Mhm.
first, children
Mhm.
are first. You got to make sure everything around you is successful and have what they need. Nobody ever told me that I first have to start with myself. So
Yeah.
just her saying, you deserve some happiness, that put another nugget, in my head and then started me, on a different journey to get where I needed to get to the point where I'm writing this book and I am on Facebook Live. Hey y'all.
I love it. I love it. Wait a minute. This Cal Smith said Nella's success was ordained years ago. So glad she finally decided to step into her purpose. Come on now. Come
Y'all,
on.
let me tell y'all about Cal Smith. Everybody should have a Cal Smith, but you can't have mine. He is probably one of the best friends, hands down, I have ever had. Just he's genuine. He keeps it real. He doesn't sugarcoat it. He doesn't, if I call him and I need advice, he'll let me cry for about 5 minutes, and then he just keeps it real. He's always been this person that I know that I can come to, that I can share secrets with.
Yeah.
My thoughts, wishes, and it's not going to go any further. And just to be supportive. So he's another one that needs to be on here because he's another one that's kind of pushing me. You need to write a book. You need to write a book. You need to write a book. So I'm gonna say him and Renita equally.
Yeah. I
So
was just about to say, Renita, what would you think about all this? What's
so thank you, Renita. Thank you, Cal. Thank you, my babies, especially my babies.
I think one thing, there wasn't one person that got Carnella to where she's at. She talks about her children all the time. We can be having a conversation. It'll be a deep one too. And one of her children will call. She's like, "I gotta go," and I'm like, "But we were into something here." And she always takes care of her children. So I definitely will say that. It's not just one person. I
Mhm.
can't take all of the credit. Her daughters, her son, her grandchildren, her friends, her acquaintances, all of those people that have been a part of her life, um, they are also a part of her writing because
Mhm.
she wouldn't be
Mhm.
able to do it unless they were there. That little added strength, that little word, you know. So I'm again, like I said, I am so proud. I've already been promoting your book, by the way, and I got a couple of people on my end of the world that are wanting to get the book. So I need to make sure that I get this link so I can spread it out because, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, I got the big mouth. Yeah.
And y'all, the link is in the comments.
It's in
In
the
here, the
comments.
comments are going
Yes.
crazy. The link is in the
Yes,
comments.
I am going to get that
Um,
link and just pass it out. I'm going to actually do a I think I'll probably do a live. I mean, not a live, but I'll spread it out to all those people that I know that wanted to get the book, that were interested. I'm
Mhm.
going to
yeah.
send that out, and Monday morning I'm going to be plugging you. I'm going to be plugging you Monday morning. Yep, 6:30. It's
Mhm.
all about it's all
I
about
love it. I
okay.
love it. I love it.
All right.
Man, I love it. You
I
got to
love
tell
you,
us.
Anella. You are the best. I promise you, you are.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And of course, Angie, you my girl.
People are showing up for you all over the place. You see, Joan said, "Hello, ladies." Hey,
Hey,
Joan.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, hey, hey.
big hearts to Joan. You guys want to
Yes,
write a book? Victorious You Press.
Yep,
That's
that's it.
it.
Okay, go ahead.
Victorious Shoe Press in the building, y'all. Cal Smith said, "Do you have the link? The link is in the comments, Cal.
Mhm.
Scroll up a little bit. It's in there. It's in the comments, but I'm gonna drop it again. Come on through now. In case you can't find it, we're gonna drop it again."
Hello.
Oh wait, I didn't put the wrong link. I didn't put the StreamYard link.
Come on, everybody, because the
Oh
more
yeah,
people that
let
come,
everybody come on
you
in.
know
Let's
what?
make
The
this a
more
big
people that come, and
party.
I can just dodge on out of here.
She trying. Listen, y'all. She trying so hard to get up out of
Get
here.
other
She
people
ain't
in here,
going.
you know?
She ain't going nowhere. Maybe he does want the link to get on. Tia Monique said her copy is ordered. Love you, Mama.
Thank you,
So there
Shantae.
we go. Let me see. Cat. Oh, he said he got it. Okay, he got you. He got his copy.
Okay.
He got his copy. So yeah, I'm excited for you, man. This is like an amazing opportunity. So as a first time well, I guess not even necessarily a first time author because you've been authoring, been authoring in the background all over the place. But what advice would you give aspiring writers who maybe are working on their own projects and been working forever? You know what I mean? And just writing stuff down and popping up in the middle
Mhm.
of the night and all that. What advice would you give them?
Um, don't get uh, don't allow the fact that there are a million books out there that are published.
Mm,
God made us all uniquely. Our experience are unique to us. And even though you think, you might be the only person that's going through whatever that situation is, there's somebody out there that is either getting ready to go through it or in it that needs the blueprint that you have that'll help them get to that next level. Don't get in your way.
yeah,
Right, in spite of, you may not want to, you may not think that you can, you may not think that you have what it takes, right, in spite of that. And because you who you are, and you are as unique as you are, God is going to open up avenues, and he's going to bring people into your life that is going to help you get to that next level. So just don't give up on whatever it is that you're thinking. You might think that, this is crazy and nobody's gonna, believe it or buy it. There is somebody out there. There
Yes.
is somebody out there that needs your book, that needs to hear what you said, that needs to know that you went through an experience and you got through it on the other side. And
absolutely.
that'll give them what they take, to give them,
Right.
excuse me, what they need to get to to the next side.
I think that's very important as a new author. Again, it's a scary experience,
It
right?
is.
To-
It's scary. The only part that was scary about it for me was me, because I was getting in my
yeah,
own way. If I'm going to be perfectly honest, through my cousin, through Joan, even through you, and just some of the workshops that I've done with the both of you, going through Victorious You Press. It's not about, okay, let me see how many people I can get in here and get their money, whether
right.
they write a book or not. I don't care. I'm just gonna say, hey, I got these people in. I got this money. So what you do or don't do, I'm hands off, and that is not what this company is about. They are there. They will gently guide you, gently push you, and then they're gonna drop their house on you. Get it done. They care. And so I can say that honestly, anytime that I've ever been in that type of situation, God always sent somebody in my life that genuinely cared, and I could feel that energy that they cared, and that is what helped motivated me to go to whatever that next level was that I needed to go to.
Yeah. And oh goodness, that's what we're here for, right?
Mhm.
It's scary enough as it is without
Mhm.
having a publisher that does not see your vision. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
yeah,
that's
yeah.
coming to you just in that space as a publisher and not as a woman and not as a person. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's the difference here. We definitely care about your
It is.
words,
It
about
is a
your
difference.
yeah, that's it. Let me see these comments going crazy, y'all. Alicia Holiday just purchased her book.
Yay.
Tia says she ready for her autograph copy. Is that your daughter? That's your daughter, right?
Who is that?
Tia
Yeah,
says,
Tay.
yeah, Taya.
Shantae. Hmm.
Okay.
Hey,
Tay
baby
getting
girl.
her stuff, and Tay waiting for her copy. She waiting for her autograph copy. Teresa Reynolds got her. C.J. Johnson,
Yay,
yes.
Teresa. Okay, so Teresa's my supervisor. Um,
Okay.
so I took the day off. I hope I took the day off and didn't call in sick. And she was another one that over time, because we worked together for many many years, and just when we got into the same space where we're actually working together hand in hand,
Yeah.
that we became friends, and I allowed her to read some of the things that I was writing, and she was another one. You need to write a book. And so unfortunately, like with Renita and with Calvin, Renita, Calvin's on the West Coast, Renita's in the Midwest. Teresa was right there in my face every day.
She says, "Stop it, stop it." That's
And
what
so
she
when I was like, when
said.
thinking about it, she'd bring it back up. You need to write a book. You need to do this. You need to do this. And so I had, people that were far, and I had people that were just like right there. Because even with my daughters, I didn't see them every day.
Yeah.
I saw Teresa every day that I went to work, and just when I thought she would forget, she would bring that subject up again. So she's another person that I have to thank, in terms of kind of helping pushing me off that ledge to go ahead and get it done.
Well, I'm glad the people didn't let you, escape this thing here.
They didn't. So next time I won't tell anybody.
You got to tell the people now. Because yeah, I'm glad that they did not let you, talk yourself out of this project and out of your purpose. Because you was working on it. You was working you was working on talking yourself up out of here.
I
Now,
was, even you, even there were times even when you were like, "Come on, girl, come on."
like, come on, I think we had that conversation last night and a few minutes ago. Let's go. Renita
I
know
remember.
too. Renita
I
down
was gonna say I remember those late night conversations and those explicatives that just kind of kicked me off the ledge to just go on and do what I needed to do. So yeah. Love you, Angie. You are definitely the accountability partner
Yes,
that
yes,
everybody
yes.
needs. Definitely.
Well, I love y'all too. I definitely love y'all. And sometimes you need
Hmm.
that kick in your behind. Like, girl, if you don't come on and stop
Yes,
playing,
yes.
if you don't go ahead and stop playing, then let's get this thing going. Because just think about it: who would be able to benefit? You know what I mean?
Right.
Who would be getting what they need from this story and from this book and from your experiences if you kind of sat back like, I ain't doing this and I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be scared to do it. So I'm glad that they pushed you and that not just they that we were able to get you on that path. On that path. And Renita down there, what you doing down there, Renita? What do you
I'm
have to say?
I'm
Because I know
I'm
you
trying to
got
get
something to
my book. Leave me alone. I'm trying to get my book.
say.
Okay.
Renita says she trying to
Yeah,
get
I'm
her
trying to get
book.
my book here. Yeah. Let
I
me
got
see.
15. She said, Taya said she going back to work
Okay. Yeah, she kind of
now.
she's working on getting her nursing degree. So I'm gonna send a shout out to her. She's been
Well,
working really hard. So
congratulations.
yeah.
Hey, nursing family. There you
Yes,
go.
yes,
That's
yes.
it.
I just call her to ask questions, just to listen to her explain it to me. So
I can dig it, man. This
That's love is love. There you go. There you
That's right.
go.
That's right. That's right. And she said, I'm looking in all these comments and so many people are supporting you, man. So many people are out here. And I'm
thank
so
you.
glad that like I said, shook those nerves off and stepped away from that because as you can see, you have the support. You know what I mean? People are behind you. People want what you have. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They want what you have. And so as an author, what do you have? Do you see yourself doing other journals or other projects as far as like your own solo type of thing? Do you see yourself writing any more books?
Yeah.
Do you see Renita at the bottom? She like, she at the bottom. What's that? Three?
I'm working on a couple of things. There was going to be another journal like book that was going to kind of come and enhance this one probably in the last 3 to 4 months.
Okay.
Series of things that has happened has kind of put me into a different direction. So there is another book coming. The thoughts already rattling around in my head. I need to, start writing. I'm gonna have a book written before I sign a contract, so that way I don't get writer's block. But yeah, so this book, even though I had like a three big book series kind of in mind, and I'm still gonna do that, because one of the books that I want to do, I'm gonna actually incorporate my kids in it,
Okay.
so they can kind of talk about some of the things that they experienced while they were growing up, some of the things that they're doing different, and then to kind of bring it all to fruition how they are raising their children different, breaking those generational curses. And so
Yeah.
I see my daughter Mercedes and my daughter Shantae, and how they raise their children, and I'm just like in awe of the parents that they are. And having them come back and say, hey mom, I appreciate what you did. You did this, you did that. And even though, of course, no parent is perfect and we all make mistakes, I just know
Oh, of
that there were
course.
some things that I tried to break so they didn't make that mistakes. And then to turn around and see them doing those same things, with their children, and to go one step even further. My oldest grandson, his name is Alex, just graduated from high school. He's starting his first year of college. Shout out to Alex. I love you. He
Congratulations.
called me one day and said, Mima, thank you for raising my mom the way you did.
Mm.
And so when you get that full circle moment, despite what I think or how I feel, if I can create that, and if I can give little nuggets for somebody else to maybe think a little different, move a little different,
Right.
say things a little different, so they can then break some cycles, within their family, or just within their own spirit, I'm all for it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, and I think that's even more important, breaking those cycles, breaking those curses. Somebody said she was always always giving us snippets. It was actually getting on my nerves. Who said Cal Smith?
You know what? I take back that what I said. Everybody should have a Sam Smith. I'm gonna walk that. I'm gonna walk that statement back a little bit. But
Oh
thank
my
you.
goodness. Cal said you was getting on his nerves. And I gotta say, I think Cal need to get up on this doggone broadcast with us. That's
Uh
what
huh.
I'm feeling.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
That's what I'm feeling. My goodness. And he cracking up in the bottom. I wish I could tell y'all. Wait a minute. How wonderful. Let's see. I wish I could tell y'all. Let me put it right here. Wish I could tell you how wonderful she is and what she's given me to pass on to my kids. That's your baby girl there.
Oh.
So and I know that it has to be an amazing feeling that your humans, your people, your humans,
Mhm.
that you brought here and that you kept alive all this time. And that they took, what you imparted in them. And so
Yeah.
I think that's amazing. I think that's amazing. And I'm sitting up here, I'm so busy trying because Renita down there doing stuff and I'm trying to see.
Look, y'all, I am sitting here trying to post this out, and I just noticed that I can stream this to my audience, and I didn't know that. So what
Yes, you
I should do is take that, stream it to my Faith Cafe, and add some more faces on here. I think that's what I'm. So if I'm busy, I'm like, I know I'm messing this whole thing up because it ain't
No,
about
you're not.
me. But I'm
look at
thinking
her
about.
being busy,
I know
busy.
I'm busy being busy.
John,
I'm trying to get the word out.
John,
You
for
see
real,
what John said?
for real, John. I thought we were right here, really.
Yo,
But
she gonna put you
she
out there.
Yeah, Joan just put you on blast, I think. Wait a minute. She talked about you or she talked about me? Wait a
She
minute.
talking about you. She talking about Carnella. She talking about Nella. She said she had to
Okay,
get you
that's so
all,
I'm
baby
safe.
girl.
I'm safe. Okay, good, good,
and she
good.
did, and I love her for it. I really do. She has no idea, the fact that she cared beyond just getting me to sign a contract, that she saw that vision, that because of the passion she had, the passion that she has, and anointing that is on her life, that she just took and just like kept pushing. She kept pushing. She'd reach out every now and again. I'm like,
What you waiting for? Let's go now. Let's
yes,
go.
yes,
This
yes.
is easy to kind of, you submitted it, you paid your money, whatever,
Hmm.
and it's kind of easy to take a step back
Yeah.
because again, you overthinking it. You thought yourself up out of this money. You better get on back up in here. You better get on back in there. Jones said it is because of how proud I am of her book, right?
Thank you.
So that's why she stayed on you, and that's why, because she knew this book was important. It's important
Yes, it
to
is.
bring your experiences, your thoughts, your wisdom, right, your life to the marketplace. So she knew that, and I'm glad she stayed on you too. You know what I mean? So,
Thank
do
you.
you have anything else that you want to share? First, before I even say this, I'm gonna say this again, y'all. Share this broadcast.
Share.
Download your copy. Bring a friend. Tell them to download the
Bring a
copy.
friend. Mm-hmm.
Everybody, bring your friends, your
Mm-hmm.
cousins, your aunties, everybody, and tell them to download this copy. We are up on the bestseller list. We make best-selling authors over here. So we on the bestseller list, and we want y'all to download and get us there, right? This
Congrats,
book is
guys.
important. Yes, this book is important. This book is needed, and so you don't know how bad you need it till you go get it. So go.
Yeah.
So go ahead on up over there and go get it. So I just wanted to ask you, but I'm gonna ask Renita and then I'm gonna come to you and ask
Okay.
Renita, do you have anything, lastly or parting that you would like to share with us about your good cousin and this project?
Definitely, this book will transform you. Definitely, this book will inspire you. Definitely, this book will move you. Um, she is a purveyor of good thoughts. She is this is just a piece of her that you will get to know her and get to love her as I have and as how many other people have come into her space because her space is particular. So
Mhm.
for her to allow you to come into her space, know that you are special and don't take it for granted. But this book will do for you what you need it to. That's all I got.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I mean, I've been looking at snippets and all of that, on the back end, but now I get to have my very own. And of course, I got to get it autographed. So that means I got to travel to get it autographed. So I'm coming to Virginia sometime soon. So
Yay.
yeah, yeah. Get the
That's
book.
nice.
Get the
That's
book.
good.
You will be blessed. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Sheila said, hold on, let me see what Sheila said. Miss Heidi want to know when is the VIP party? They ready for the party. You got to tell them when the party is. When is this VIP party?
Since Miss Sheila came on this broadcast and asked me that question, it'll be when she fries some chicken. And that's
Ah,
all I'm gonna say.
okay.
That must be some good chicken.
Okay.
That
It
must
is.
be some good
All right.
chicken.
It
So
is.
let me know when that is, and
I
let me
will
see if
let you
I can
know.
get my ticket, and
Okay.
I will be there. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So y'all heard it here first. Miss Sheila's gonna fry us all some chicken. So you guys want in, you gotta come. We're gonna have a party.
Come get some good chicken. And Cal Smith said, Miss Renita, I couldn't have said it better myself. And of course, it's about what she said. Oh, somebody said they telling court. What is going on in these comments now? And somebody said they showing up for the kitchen, baby. That's your daughter. She keep talking about she leaving. She right here. She right here with her mama. I love it. I love it. I love it.
You
So
know
do
what?
you have I'm sorry, go ahead, Renita.
No, I was gonna say since she's still here and I know she got to go somewhere, why don't you let me sign off and bring her on for the last few seconds so she can, because actually when I put that comment in there, I was talking to her, telling her that there was a special link. So
Oh,
yes, so get baby girl on so she
I
can,
don't know how to
she
get
can
it to
talk
her.
to her
Wait a
mama.
minute, I'm gonna text it to you. No, Renita, text it to Nella, and then Nella send it to your daughter so she can pop up on here.
Okay. All righty. See, now why y'all gonna have to let me do some tech stuff?
Girl,
Okay. All
you got
right.
to
All right.
listen. Now, this is live at 5. We
Give me.
live doing stuff,
All right.
right? We
So then, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sign off now,
okay.
and then I'm gonna work on the background so I don't be a distraction. Congratulations to you, Carnella. I love
Thank
you. I
you.
love you. I love you. I am so happy and proud of you. And yeah, we're gonna party real good. And
With
your
that
daughter will
chicken.
be
With
on
Miss
it
Sheila's chicken.
for the chicken. Yes,
Oh,
There it
somebody
is.
yes.
Sheila said in some ribs by Mr. Polite. Y'all making me hungry. I ain't eating.
Come on down. Come on down. Come on
Yes,
down.
yes, yes,
All
yes,
right.
yes.
So sign me off, and then
Thank you,
I
Renita.
will.
Uh-oh. Oh Lord, she wasn't even. I always do that. I always do that. So while we're waiting to see if your baby girl is gonna have a chance, if she's gonna be able to get up on here, while we're waiting, do you have like just a little bit, I don't want to say parting words, but something that you just want to share, at the end, just to give a little bit of encouragement. You've already told us what you think as far as for
Mhm.
future authors, but just any other thoughts that you may
Um, Thank you. Thank you for this platform. Thank you for those that came out and supported. I'm gonna shout out a couple more people before we end. One of them is my Corey Lawrence. Of course, that's not his name, but that's what I call him.
have. Mhm.
And he himself has gone through similar things, and just to see him come full circle and kind of help my grandsons become the men that they are. I'm gonna send a shout out to Tim, and that's my youngest daughter's husband. um,
Mhm.
to For him to to come in and again help her in terms of maybe I got her to a certain point, but then he kind of helped her get to the next level. But all of these people that have come in um, to my life and to their lives have only enhanced
Yeah,
just being able to be together and to be loved and to break different cycles in different things that may have been going wrong, and just that overall support is just it can't you can't put a price on it. and
yeah.
and then
And I,
again to come full circle, even with Victorious You Press, with with Joan. And I forgot to give a shout out Jadia Bellamy, designed the cover of that book. It is
yeah,
awesome.
yes, it
So
is.
thank you, Jadia, and just being with her and going through that process. And she was another one that had to kind of come on here, and pull me
Mhm,
along. So just
mhm.
the whole dynamic of Victorious You Press and all that are involved with that process was just phenomenal.
And I'm so glad that we had the opportunity,
Yeah,
to support you. JD is definitely amazing. That book cover is fire. I
it
love it.
is.
I love it. I love it. I love it. It's definitely fire. But we do fire. We do fire around here, y'all.
Yes, y'all do.
We do fire around here. Listen, that link is still in the comments. Please continue to download, download, download. I put the link in there for your baby to join. I'm gonna see if she is able to click that link. I replied to her with the link so she can
Okay.
pop up on here for these last
Okay.
couple minutes. And hopefully she'll be able to join. I don't know what it is Renita back there trying to do. She's trying to send links and all types of stuff, but the link that is really, really important is the download link,
Mhm.
y'all. That's the most important link. And we got Shantae in the background, baby. She didn't came up on here with us, so I'm gonna bring her up here for our last few minutes. I wish. Hey, beautiful.
Hey everybody.
I love that.
Hey,
Hey,
baby girl.
Hi guys. Had to make sure I go into a place where y'all can't see all my patient stuff real quick.
it's so right. We can't be violating no HIPAA, man. We can't be violating no HIPAA
Exactly.
over
First
here. But
off,
thank you for joining.
first off, I want to say, Ma, how proud I am of you. I am so proud that you're willing to share yourself with the world the way that me, Sissy, and Bubby get to see you as well as your grandkids. And I meant what I said. I'm telling Corey. Mm-hmm. Telling Corey.
All right. She's telling. She's telling
No, the
on you.
chicken part. She gets what I'm saying about the chicken.
I figured it's about this chicken. I keep telling y'all, all I ate this morning was some watermelon and a protein shake. I'm hungry now. Y'all talking about chicken and ribs and all of this
You
good stuff.
can't tell them because it's gonna be two parties. The one on the East Coast is gonna be Sheila's chicken. You want to hit the West Coast? That's Corey's chicken. So we got
I
two
love how you
parties.
cleaned that up. I
Uh
loved how you cleaned that up. But I do want to say this, and Ma, try not to. I'm not gonna make you, sit here and cry. But I think I've definitely told you before just how proud I am of you. How I really appreciate everything that you have given me, the tools that you have given me that I'm able and capable of being able to give to my kids. I've heard a lot of the poems, I read a lot of the poems and the stories and everything like that. And just to see you kind of transition into this woman is something that makes me extremely proud. I think I remember you tell me, remember you when I told you how it was time for you to take back the tools, the resources, the knowledge that you have given me so that you can now use it for yourself to
Mhm.
overcome everything that you've overcome thus far. So I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate everything. I know that you weren't perfect, mistakes made and everything in between, but everything that you have given me definitely helped me have the strength that I needed to overcome my situations and to be there for my kids in the way that they needed me. So I genuinely appreciate it. Proud of you. Amazing job. Keep doing what you're doing. Amazing. Hands down to the queen. Love you.
Yes, 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 yes. Thank you for popping up on
Thank
here
you.
with us.
So.
You girl, you about to make me cry up over here.
But no, like it's true. We talk every weekend for like hours, 2 hours about everything in between. So it is definitely a blessing to be able to have someone like her, especially, dealing with coworkers or dealing with just people in general and kind of hearing about the relationship that they have with their moms or their parents in general.
Mhm.
Like I said, nothing was perfect about my life. I'm not going to sit here and act like everything was perfect about my life, but I
Right.
definitely noticed the difference in my mom and what was given to me and what was given to like everybody else. So when I
Yeah,
say this woman is truly special, she is very genuine and unique. That's all facts. All facts. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Again,
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you coming up on here. Nella,
Absolutely.
I do. I'm glad that you were able to pop up in, at least in these last few minutes. I'm very glad.
Yeah, of course. I told my mom I was gonna be here. I'm like I said, even though I'm at work and I do have to get off here in a minute because I
Yeah,
do have to get ready to go with a patient, but I wanted to make sure that my mom saw me to let her know that I was absolutely here. Because when I told her I will be here, and if she needed me to get on live, baby girl was gonna be here, hands down. I didn't care.
that's it. That's it. Well, I'm glad you came.
Thank you.
There's more to come. There's more to come. So thank you for popping up on here. I'm gonna let you get back to your patients. Thank you for what
Absolutely.
you do.
Mwah, mwah. Love you,
Mwah.
mom.
Love you, baby girl.
Bye bye.
Beautiful. That was so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So it's about time for us to wrap up this thing. Nella, do you have any? Somebody is down here crying in the audience. Veronica, she said, "Nope, I'm not crying."
Ronnie, hey Ronnie.
Veronica. So again, guys, thank you so so much for joining us. I'm gonna let
Yes.
you if you got anything else that you want to say before we wrap this thing up.
Just Jen, I'm gonna try to do this without crying because my daughter just yeah. For anybody that I may have forgotten to mention, charge it to my head and not to my heart. To my close circle of friends, my confidence. I love you beyond measure. I could not have done this without you. To my coworkers, yay, systems team. I know you guys are on here. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for encouraging me. And least like I'd like to thank my parents. Of course, without them, I wouldn't be here. I don't know if my auntie is on here. I have an aunt Thars that was very instrumental in helping me get through some difficult times. And late, least and last, but I like to thank you. I like to thank Joan. I like to thank JD. I like to thank Victorious U Press because even when we did our one-on-ones, it was like you guys became friends. You became my family. I love you all very dearly. I haven't met either any of you guys, face to face, but just being on Facebook, being on Zoom, having a conversation over the phone. I just feel like you guys are family. You are family now.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
just thank you. And so for anybody out there, um, CJ, Charlie, one of my dearest friends, I love you. I love you. Thank you for your support. But for anybody out there that might think you want to write a book, Victorious You Press, that is the way to go. And
Come on,
I'm gonna end it with that. Thank
come
you,
on through.
everybody, immensely, immensely for your support. I really appreciate it.
One more comment. We love you. Thank you for all our talks and the great advice you give me daily. Jo- John Tay?
Jonte, yes, one of my adopted babies.
Oh,
He's one of
okay. I figured as
he's one
much.
of my
I figured as much.
coworkers. Yeah, thank you, Jonte. I think Jonte is on here. Ronnie's on here. Natia might be up here.
Yep,
I
I
know
saw that name. Yes, I did. So you
Teresa's up
have
here.
to.
So for my work peeps, I love you guys. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. Appreciate it. Love you.
And thank you everybody for joining us. This has
Yes.
been another successful book launch, but don't stop here. Keep on downloading, and again, keep on downloading. If you're popping in on the replay, girl, go ahead and download. So let's go. Congratulations again, and thank you all for joining us. And y'all know I say it until next time.
Bye. Love you
Bye.
guys.